started swimming here in Cullercoats about 3 years ago. I had been struggling with depression and anxiety for a long time. I found the Cullercoats group on Facebook, plucked up the courage one October morning, 6 o'clock, and met 4 or 5 of the group. It was just amazing. It was dark, it was cold, it was not particularly comfortable, but they were such lovely people. They had hot chocolate, they had cake. It was the beginning of my wild swimming. I guess the key is finding something you really enjoy, so that gives you the motivation to keep going. If you can get yourself up and out for sunrise, it's a really special time of the day. One friend described it as being like you've been dipped in sort of bath of mint, all fizzy and tingly, and it's a lovely feeling. Everybody struggles with their mental health from time to time. Doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Nobody's looking at you, nobody's judging. It's a really accepting group of people. We don't sort of come down and say, oh, we're here for our mental health. But definitely I think everybody feels that benefit from the swimming and the sort of camaraderie and the cake and the coffee. If I'm away from the sea for a few days, I really crave it. Vitamin C.
The first swim I did was on December the 19th, which is the anniversary of the death of our mum. It was a really, really beautiful sunny day, even for December, and I just really enjoyed it. I support the Mental Health Swims on the first Sunday of each month. It's such a great group of people who are incredibly supportive of each other and all other aspects of people's lives, as well as just meeting to swim. Cullercoats Bay is like its own community of all kinds of different people. There's people down doing yoga, doing boxing training, kind of running, swimming, paddleboarding, kayaking. The advice that I would give would be just to try it. Find a group, go online, sign up, turn up. People are genuinely really welcoming. I'm not a fit person, I don't exercise, I don't really go to the gym, but I'm able to float around in the water and feel better as a result. The one thing I didn't expect to find was such a kind of sense of peace when you swim. I think that the most important thing is just to give it a go.
There was a river swim and I went with this group of women who'd done it before and got hooked immediately. I said to them, is it normal to feel like you're on fire? And they were like, yeah. I thought, oh, okay. Apparently it's called hormetic stress, I found out recently. It's really good for your body to have certain levels of stress that it's exposed to. You get this real feel-good feeling afterwards. It keeps you really in the moment. Like when I'm swimming, I don't think about anything else. It's a real kind of here and now focus. It's kind of counterintuitive. I feel like I've become more vulnerable, but in a good way, rather than doing that kind of walnut shell. Nobody needs to see what's going on inside. So I think being a little bit more open, but then that's come with having those relationships where I can trust people as well, and it goes both ways. What I would say is get outside every day for some period of time. It helps you to feel steady again and kind of centred again if you've been all over the place and in a bit of a mental whirl.